Okay, folks. Yeah, while I was recording, someone came and I had to stop the recording, and someone came here to check my roof, and I had to stop the recording. And while he's here, I'm not gonna wait because I couldn't record while he's here because I was gonna be interrupted. So I do, and I won't stand not doing anything. So I had to continue with what I was doing. So I removed the door. So I'll have to fix this. You can see that here. So this got pushed in. So I gotta pull that out and pop this crease. I pop that out. There is a little one here. Here. So I gotta do that. And over here, this got pushed in a little bit here. Alright, so I'm gonna put a stud there and pop that out. And then we already know this. I removed the rocker molding. So I gotta do this here. See that hump over here. So I gotta weld something, put maybe a plate here. I weld a plate on this and pull that out. So what I'm gonna do now is remove these stickers. So I put a tape here all the way across this one here onto this. So the reason I'm doing that, so I could, when I go to put it back on, it will go about the same way it was on the car. So I'm gonna do that now, but I'm gonna use a heat gun to heat start. I'll heat and start to peel, and I hope I'll get it out right. This one also, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it out perfect. So, but I'll try. So let me get the heat gun and get this going. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, let me put this phone on the stand. Okay, hang on. All right, so I make sure that my hands are clean of dirt, so it doesn't get the dirt on that sticky part that I don't want to mess. So let me start heat that up. If that's hot enough, I'll start okay, let me start now. So I'll start in one corner. Okay, so let me start peel this back. So you press on that. Let me go on it now with my so that off. So I gotta do this one now. Okay, so here we go. So when I go to stick it back on, it'll be easy. Alright, so some of the glue stayed there, but let's see if it's still, yeah, it still has enough to go back on. Alright, so this one is done. So I'm gonna go to the main, let's see here. To do this one here, actually, it's better if I remove the door, but yeah, I mean, I could start it like this here. There is enough room to let me, I'll give it some more. Once it's hot enough, then I'll start peel that off with my razor. Okay, that's good enough. There's my razor blade. Make sure my hands are clean. See if I could get this. This one could be a little tricky. Let's see if I'll get it. Okay, it's gonna happen. So I got that out. So the reason I have this tape on here, so when I go to put it on, I will use this, you know, to keep it straight, and then I'll just put it back on. Right. I'm gonna put more tape on the top there. So to put it back on, I'm gonna have to heat it up a little and then stick it back on. Alright, so that's it for this. So I got both of them out. Okay. Alright, so that's how I do it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is cover this area here. I'm gonna put cardboard over this, over all this here. Put cardboard here, so because I'm gonna weld. and I don't want the spark to go and burn the carpet or the seat. So I'm gonna have to put a piece of cardboard here to prevent the spark from going into the car and burn the carpet and the seat. Alright, so what I'll do, and I think I'm gonna take that door off. I removed this door, so I'll have to go unplug the wires, get this plug out so I could take the whole door out, get it out of the way. So I'm gonna have to do this, remove this, and that's it. Unplug this and I'll take the door off. Alright, let's see how to get this thing out. It's not plugged in. Just in my cable right now. These things are always a little tricky to take off. You want nothing to break. That's my fork. Now you gotta push up to reach that clip. Okay, so I got it. So I gotta wiggle that out. What else is holding it? Oh, comes out like that, okay. So that's unplugged. So let me get that 10 on the inside out. Something there so I don't cause any damage there. Okay, so now I'm gonna unscrew this here. So I need a 12 socket. One, the top I'm gonna take off last. You know, when I remove this, there will be nothing in my way now, so I don't cause no damage onto this door. Okay, now the last one. Alright, so now I have to take this door, get it out the way, and so let me find a spot for this door. Alright, so instead of the cardboard, I'm gonna use this instead. Let's see where that is. Yeah. So I have to remove this. Wipe this, get rid of the dirt. Cut this. Right, I have to disconnect the battery terminal. It's, okay, so that's done. So I need to cover here also, but I will get to that later. Once I start to do a lot of dust work, then I'm gonna have to cover the whole thing. Alright, so let me move these things. I gotta put them somewhere else so they don't get dirty, because I gotta stick this back on. And let's see if this one, yeah, I think this will work. I think I'll cover this right now. So there is a little thing here, so I'm gonna pull that out. So I was thinking how I'm gonna do that. This here, I could drill holes, pop that out, and weld the holes back, or weld the plate, pull out, or weld those studs. but I'll have to get rid of the paint. And when you remove the paint, with the paint on, I could tell if it's, you see it has a shine to it, so you can tell where the sinks are. When you remove the paint, it'll be hard to tell where you will still be able to do. Because I would just use a ruler, a stick with a ruler, which has straight lines. So I put it on it, and you will be able to see low areas. I put it on like this. Let me show you. Something like this that's straight, with a straight edge. You put it on, and you can see the area that's low. But I'm gonna start with this issue here and the one on that side. I'll start now and try to pull that out. Alright, so maybe I should continue when I have it already welded, or when I weld that plate on, and show you how I'm gonna pull that out. I'm not gonna go on the frame machine because I didn't hit. This is very soft, so I'll be able to get it out easy. And over there, because all that got damaged is just the skin, not the actual, you have double metal here. This is what you see on the outside, but there is another one on the inside behind this, what you see here. So that was untouched. Just the outer skin got pushed in a little bit, so I just got to bring that back out. And the same thing over here. All right, so let me start with removing the paint. Let's see. Yeah, removing the paint on this here, on the edge. I weld the plate, maybe 3 spots, and then I'll slap it with a slap hammer. Put my clamp on that plate, and I'll slap that out. Then I'll pop the inside here out. Get that level. Do the same thing here. This I might just drill hole, pop that out with a dent puller, and weld the hose back in. Alright, so I'll try to use the quickest way for me to get this thing solved. So I think I might do the same, drill holes, pop that out, weld the hose back. Alright? Because to go remove the paint completely, that is a pain when you do it like that. Anyway, I'll just do it my way. Alright? So stay tuned for that. So let me go remove the paint, a little grinder, grind that off a little bit, and then I'll start with the welding. Okay? Okay. So I welded this little plate. I put 1, 2, 3, 4 little tacks on it. So I'll put this on. I'm gonna use the slap hammer. Pop that out. I could do it here actually, but then I'll have to hold it. So I think this is the best way to give it one more, and I'll tap here a little bit. thing is so soft. It's going down now. Too much. Okay, let me tap it back in. So delicate. I gotta use a chisel. This came out too much. Trying to get it as smooth as possible, so I use less Bondo. Can't load this thing up with too much body filler. So. Alright, so this one is done now. I have to cut that out, remove that. I think I could use the same plate for here. Hope it's long enough, but it will do it. Alright, so let me cut this one out, and then I'll weld over here to pop that one out. And the rest of the little ones, I'll just drill a hole, pull that with a dent puller, weld the hole back in. Alright. See, that here is good. It has a little dent here. And then I gotta weld there was a, for the fender to screw on to. So that came off, so I'll have to weld this back. Alright, so let me cut this thing out. Okay. So I just hit this back in. Sometimes when you snap, it comes out a little bit, so tap it back in, and you'll be able to unscrew it easy. Let me cut this thing out. Done. I'm supposed to hit this the bottom also. So you see when an area goes in, then you have two areas that will go out. So this was in, so here got pushed up, and the bottom also pushed out. So I did the top already. But since I had the plate in the way, so now I'm gonna tap this back in. Alright, so the molding will be able to sit perfect on this. So I'm gonna use the, do that. Don't hit hard, you try to get it in as the best way possible. Do a lot of body filler. check to see if it's straight. So this is my Bondo spreader. There's one side of that Bondo spreader that's very straight, so I could use this to make sure everything is good, smooth. Once I grind this off, then I'll be able to check, but it should be okay. Alright, so this is good now. The top here is good. Here a little bit tapping. I could use this also to do that because this is very light, so it's the weight that's hitting the steel is not as heavy, so it will just how do I explain that? It will just penetrate a small area of what you want to achieve. This could give you what you want, the result that you're looking for. So I could use this instead of the hammer. Alright. Yeah, so hitting with this, it only penetrates that little spot that you're seeing. And as you keep hitting, it gives you what you want actually. That's what I should break it down. The hammer could give you that, but the hammer is heavier, you know. So when you're hitting, then you're going to have to, don't hit hard, slowly. But this one here could do the, you could get a nice finish with that. So sometimes with my Bondo spreader, I use this to do some hitting, but not on that side, on the opposite side where it doesn't matter, if it's wavy or not. This side has to remain straight. That's the side that you use to apply the Bondo on. The Bondo, yeah. Alright, so let me weld that. I'm going to use this, the same plate that I have here. I think it's long enough to do this. So I'm going to weld these. Alright, so let me put this on. I'm supposed to have my glasses on, but I gotta remove this so it doesn't get damaged. So I'm going to have to heat this to get it back to where it's supposed to be, but it's still reusable. I'll put that in there. So let me weld this plate now. me stop this, weld it, and I'll continue. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on. Try to get it right in the middle. So okay, so now I'm gonna do my little trick now again. I'll put the slap hammer here, pull that out. Alright, let's see. I see smoke. So, yeah, I hope there is nothing is burning in there. Okay, everything good. Alright, so let me put the slap hammer and pull that out. You know, let me put this on this side here so you can see. Yeah, you could see what is actually happening. Okay, so yeah, so I put the camera on this side so you guys could see what's happening here. You know, right now there is a crease here, and when I pull that out, the crease should, you know, if it comes out, then I'll just drill a few little holes here, pop that out, and weld this hole back. So I just go here. See, I'll put it over here. And then I'll have to hold that. It's coming out. Actually, this one seems to look like it wants pulling, but I can't pull. I have two cars, two frame machines. They're all occupied. Hold on. So it's still there. So I gotta give it a good whack. Let's see, I'm gonna do that. There is another option I have. If I drop the car down and I have a pillar that I could hook the come along on and put some strain on this. Maybe I'm gonna do that. But let me try this one more time. make sure your knee is clear. You don't want to hit your knee. That's very important. Okay, it's there. So what I gotta do now is drill some holes, pop that out. Let's see here if I'm supposed to be straight. Let me check the other side to see how this, how it is. Alright, so it's not a straight line. It has like a curve. So over here it has a curve, or it's going like that. So I don't need to do nothing else with this side. So let me get those holes and pop that out. So I'll cut this out, take that out, I'll weld that hole. Gotta hit this with the hammer. So I'm going to drill a hole. good. So all I need to do is weld this hole back and all these little ones. Let me get this one out. Okay, that's good. See, I have to do something here. See if I come out a little more. Let's see if this will do it. I go inside here. I could put some pressure on it. The fender screws onto this. Bend a little bit. Tap this. That's good. So all I have to do now I have to weld this piece back in. This came off here, so the fender will screw onto these holes here. It comes here and it goes one here rest in the under the hood. So I gotta weld this back on. I'm not gonna weld right now because it's almost time to leave. And usually when I'm about to leave, I don't do no welding. The reason for that is if there is anything that will cause fire, so I will stop weld, like say, like an hour before I leave. Then I won't do no more welding. Because if there is anything, a spark that went somewhere and it's on fire slowly, when you leave the shop, no one is here to see. If you're around, you will see smoke, and then you will know, hey, there is something going on. When no one is here, so that's a problem. So I don't weld. I stop weld, let's say about an hour before I leave the shop. If it's getting close to me leaving, then I stop weld. I don't weld. I just do the rest the following day. Alright. So now I'm gonna have to mess with this one now. Over here. But the situation here I'll have to mess with is here. So what I'll do, I'll just drill the holes like I did over there. I'll just drill holes and pop that out. This is a pain to mess with, but I'll have to, because I want this to come out perfect. It's a 2023 car, so I can't have nothing looking like it was repaired. So, and this is a really tricky area, but it's not too bad. I think I'll be able to make it happen. So I'm gonna drill the holes that are needed and pull that out, and then I'll weld the holes back on. Alright, so let me mess with that, and then I'll continue with the show.